Hey gardeners, so it's a beautiful Saturday morning and I was out doing some watering. So I decided to create a video where I just walk around the garden, show you guys what's happening at this very moment. I will challenge myself to not stop the recording and just walk and talk. So let's see how this goes. This is my sidewalk garden, and I have to say that recording videos is not the easiest thing for me. I do talk all day as a teacher, but it's kind of hard to do these videos sometimes. So this is why this is a challenge for me, just to walk through the garden, talk to you about what you see, name plants and sometimes not name plants. Like this is my black-eyed Susan. I have my Shasta daisies that are still pushing out some flowers there. And let me show you this stalk here. These stalks are swamp sunflowers and they will bloom in the fall. I like to use them as somewhat as a screen. It's not a big screen, but it's a subtle screen. And I use that throughout my garden. Right here is a snowball viburnum that did bloom this year. I can see the buds on it, and those will bloom early spring. Sometimes we get them in late fall as well. You'll see I have another set of black-eyed Susans here. This is probably the Indian summer black-eyed Susans. There's another one back there that I have not cut back. And the reason I don't cut them back is because I like for those seeds to drop through the garden and produce new flowers next year. So these black-eyed Susans are tender perennials, and you see why. They don't last very long, and they don't typically come back from the root for me. I usually get the babies of those plants. So this is an abelia, and this is an evergreen in my garden. So that is kind of the structure that's created in this front garden, this abelia and that one. I think they are the kaleidoscope abelias. This is a magnolia, Jane magnolia, and it was given to me by a friend maybe 3 years ago. It was just one twig, one little twig, and she is quite happy in my garden. We'll come down the path here. A lot of people ask about my path. I love these brick pavers. The place where I found them has recently, well, not recently, has closed maybe a year or two ago. But I did find another nursery that sells them, so I purchased a new one here. I haven't put it in place yet, but I just kind of laid it there. But I'll be adding to this path. Eventually, I'll be able to fill up this path with these pavers. They're pretty expensive for my taste. They're about $15 a piece, which is a lot to me. So I'm taking my time filling out this pathway. This is what is this called? Liatris. So it's already bloomed, but I still like the way that the bloom heads look on this plant. So we'll come down the path here, and this is where I had my bee balm, my purple bee balm. But now what comes up after I cut back the bee balm is this purple flower. This is a perennial. If I can remember the name, I will, but I can't at the moment. And since I'm challenging myself to not stop the recording, I'll keep moving. So here is some autumn joy sedum that I'm sure I propagated when I put it into this garden. And okay, so this is a bobo hydrangea. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of the bobo hydrangea. This is new to my garden, and it can't take the sun. It can't take the South Carolina sun, full sun. So maybe next year I'll dig it up, or this fall I'll dig it up and put it in a part shade location. Now my Gara, she's happy. And I love how the Gara looks right up under my redbud tree. So I think that's a cute silhouette here to have these beautiful frilly flowers around that tree. So we'll continue and walk over to the Hell Strip. It's going to get kind of loud. I'm by a highway. I'm already 5 minutes in. I'm doing pretty good. So this kind of gives me an idea of how much I can record in 5 minutes. But here's the original Hell Strip. It has the muley grass in it. It has asters in it. What else is in here? Black-eyed Susans, of course. We have lots of weeds. Lamb's ear, they usually do okay, but this is the time of year they just start to kind of fizzle out. So this is a view of my sidewalk garden currently. All right, guys, I made it to 5 minutes and 35 seconds without stopping, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching.